Wildcat hockey. There's an atmosphere to this game. The icy chill that hovers in the air. The rumble of dedicated fans against the glass. The sound of metal carving its path. Someone once said hockey was figure skating in a war zone. They weren't exactly wrong. There's an athletic tradition at the University of Arizona. One that isn't deterred by cacti or blistering heat. A tradition of hard work, perseverance, and preparation. A tradition of camaraderie and of school spirit. It grants us hope when times are hard and makes us strong so we can rise to our feet again. This tradition, it lives inside these players, and it lives inside their fans. So join us. We're ready to bear down. And something tells us you are too.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, to the Tucson Arena. Sebastian Janik high above the ice as we get set to drop the puck on this Friday matchup against GCU. Tomorrow night back again against GCU. The Wildcats with a great opportunity here to get 2 more wins at home. GCU comes into this series with a 2-6 record, and last weekend the Wildcats were here. Dylan Walker and Tyler Shetland both with 5-point nights. That duo was electric. Little bit of a shift here to the first line with Brody Selman reuniting with Jesse Lowell on that first line, Tristan Swigger on the wing, and then also Nicholas Chioka drawing back into the lineup on a pair with Luke Busby. Should be a great opportunity here for the Wildcats to keep honing in those details. It's only the fourth game of the season for the Wildcats so far. Still a lot of room to work, a couple maybe line shuffles to go, but as this team moves into the season, national championship aspirations on the line. These WCHL conference matchup points are huge, so the Wildcats will look to get a win here on Friday, possibly set up for the sweep on Saturday. Coming up after my speech here, we will have the Bear Down Breakdown, where I talk with head coach Chad Berman as we get into the details of this matchup, and after that, we'll be back for Puck Drop. This is Wildcat Hockey. Welcome back, Wildcat fans, to another edition of the Bear Down Breakdown as we get ready to welcome GCU to the TCC this weekend. Coach, looking into this matchup, you've said in the past that GCU has kind of given this team some fits at times. What about their play style can cause that for your team, and what can you guys do to kind of counteract some of those issues you've had in the past?
Yeah, and anytime you play against a team that's had success against you, they come in with a lot of confidence. And so I think they play a confident game on their toes. They're heavy on the forecheck. I think the key to this team is you can't give them home run opportunities, meaning we've got to be really simple in the neutral zone. Any turnovers are going to lead to odd man rushes where they're very good. And we want to make sure that in the neutral zone, we're putting that puck deep, making them go 200 feet. If they're going to beat us, make them come through all of us, limit our mistakes, and reduce the risk.
Looking back at the last weekend against Utah, an offensive explosion there on Saturday night. Tyler Shetland with a hat trick, Dylan Walker with a number of points as well. What did you really like about that duo and how they were able to play off of each other?
Well, I guess playing into the confidence factor, it's good for us to get rewarded. We know we've got a lot of offense and a lot of skill on our team. But the message really was the things leading up to it and the details leading up to it. And I thought we managed our neutral zone much more simple. Every year, at the start of the year, it seems like it's a challenge of just simplifying the game. We try to do too much at the offensive blue line, and that only comes back to hurt you. And as the competition gets tougher throughout the year, it becomes more important. So, you hope you take those lessons into the next games and the next weekend, and you build on it. If we can do those things, if we can play simple, if we can make them come 200 feet, we feel confident our skill will be able to shine when it needs to.
So this weekend, a big WCHL conference matchup. Those points become, ever more crucial moving into the season. Being able to get these 2 wins at home, how do you think that would set up the team at the beginning of this season to keep pushing for that, national tournament spot?
Yeah, I think, obviously we're talking about conference matchups. It's a big goal of ours to make a run at and putting ourselves in a position to win this conference. It's something we haven't done for a couple of years after doing it 2 years in a row. It's tough to do. It's a tough conference. UCO is not going to give it up. UNLV is going to come. Grand Canyon always plays us tough. ASU, we play in the toughest conference in the country. So we really, nationally, that'll take care of itself. If you win this conference, you're going to be in great shape nationally because it's such a great conference. So, for us, it's about find a way to get the win Friday, find a way to give yourselves a chance for a sweep Saturday. But we certainly know the challenge we're up against. This team plays hard. They're difficult to play against. It's an in-state rivalry, so I think that's something that's different for our matchup compared to others in this conference. This isn't a close proximity and adds a little extra incentive. So, we know they're going to come hard. We feel like we're starting to get our game underneath ourselves. Should be 2 great hockey games with a quick turnaround.
And over the years, the quality of this conference has improved greatly, and now the competition level is so high. How do you think that benefits this program and being tested so often to keep progressing, towards that next level of the national championship?
Yeah, I think it's huge. In the past, when the schedule maybe wasn't as difficult, we'd get to the national tournament, and it was like kind of a wake-up call as to the speed, the pace, the lack of time, the physicality. So we want it. We want to challenge our guys. Like that's why you play a Division I team in Arizona State last week, and you want to put yourselves into those positions where you do get exposed when you don't do the little things right. It's easy when you play lesser competition to get away with things that you're not learning that over time. When you run into the Liberties, the Adrians, the Minot States, it's going to matter. It's going to cost you. So we welcome the challenge. That's part of my job is to make it as difficult as possible for my guys in practice in any way I can. And so through those challenges, you learn, you grow, you improve, you learn from your failures. And that's inevitable. You're going to have failures, but how do you handle it? And that's really where we're focused now is how do we take the adversity and turn it into positives?
Tucson Arena as your Wildcats get set to hit the ice wearing their new reds for the season. A fantastic little bit of an old school retro look for the Wildcats. Love to see the new sweaters every season. And hopefully a lot of the fans have been able to pick one up online or in the bookstore. And as the commentator, nameplates are always a wonderful addition to a set of jerseys, so happy to see that. A little bit of a different look here in the lines for the Wildcats this weekend. Nicholas Chioka drawing back into the lineup on a pair with Luke Busby. And then Brody Selman reuniting with Jesse Lowell on the top line with Tristan Swiger. Should be really interesting to see how those three play together. Swiger, as I've said before in a couple previous broadcasts, not the biggest kid in the world, but plays a big game. So let's get ready for the starting lineups.
For Tristan Swiger. At right wing from Northbrook, Illinois, number 18, Jesse Lowell. At center from Manwa, New Jersey, number 20, Brody Salmon. At left defense from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, number 4, Luke Busby. At right defense from Wayne, New Jersey, number 7, Nicholas Chioka. And in goal for the Wildcats, from Finland, number 30, Nicholas Seppänen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we now ask you to rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
So a great night for hockey here at the Tucson Arena Friday night. Thank you everyone for tuning into the stream. Great to see so many fans out here to support the Wildcats. Been a little bit of time off from the Tucson Arena as the Wildcats did head up to play that exhibition game against ASU's D1 team. Definitely a tough exercise in resilience for the Wildcats, but tonight's about proving exactly how quality of a team they are at their level. The ACHA is where we play, and the Wildcats are looking to become one of the best programs in the ACHA, but tonight is all about the WCHL Conference. A chance here against GCU after 2 wins against Utah to put up 4 wins in the conference, which, looking at the national tournament standings and rankings, you want to get those points in the season as early as possible so you're never playing catch up. So for the Lopes, Looks like it's going to be Riley Morgan, number 32, in net, getting the start. He comes into this series with an .867 save percentage. Nicholas Sepinen in net for the Wildcats, coming in with a .911 save percentage. He has been solid for the Wildcats so far this season. Selman able to win the faceoff, and the Wildcats get the first possession of the game. Big hit there by Tubacol for GCU. Quick opportunity now. Sepinen has to get a good pad save on that one. Is a little turnover at the benches. GCU comes over the line with numbers. Sepinen up to the task. In the booth solo tonight, Garrett Kane unfortunately not able to make it. We're going to try to get Sam Key up here as well at some point this season. Definitely missed the company of Josh Lusby. But the Wildcats here lose the faceoff. Quick shot from GCU and a great blocker save there from Sepinen on Trichler. So GCU with the first 2 shots of the game in the first 16 seconds. The Wildcats want to limit opportunities for GCU. They have had a little bit of a tough start to the year, going 2-6. But the Wildcats last season split their 4-game series against GCU, and now the Wildcats possibly with an opportunity here. Swiger tries to get it middle. Good back check there by GCU. Oakland able to break that up, and he gets buried for his troubles in the corner. So the captain going to work on the body right away, but GCU able to pick up a puck in the neutral zone. So Jesse Lowell with a good back check of his own, and now Nicholas Chioka tries to feed one up the boards. That one but heads into the stands instead. So Nicholas Chioka getting his first action since the opening night game against ASU. Probably take a little bit of time to shake the rust off. But now here's a line for the Wildcats that's going to be one to watch all night. Tyler Shetland, Dylan Walker, and Brendan Williams, with both Walker and Shetland having 5-point nights in that Saturday game against Utah. Fisher back to retrieve, hammers it around. Shively hammers it around the boards. Quick redirect out in front as Cummings, the lead scorer for GCU, was all alone. Wildcats defensively definitely do not want to play 60 minutes like this, because you can expect Sepinen to bail you out every now and then, but you do not want to give GCU too many opportunities. Williams and Shetland, nice little give and go. Shetland tries to find Walker. Walker with possession. He tries to go back to Fisher, just kind of slides off the blade of the stick. The Wildcats have to recover here. Quick zone entry here. Now Walker, burst of speed, takes a quick shot, barely not able to pick the corner with the backhand. But the Wildcats at least able to get a bit of offensive pressure here as GCU comes right back down the ice. And that was Landmanis coming in for GCU on the forecheck. They knock it down. Olsen works it with his D partner there. So GCU definitely having the good press in the first opening minute or so, but the Wildcats recovering now. Up to the point to Overland. He tries to go down low. Good pickup by Josephson. He works it back to the point. Will it get there? Good quick shot. And that just goes wide there. So the Wildcats looking to work low to high. So GCU able to clear the zone, but not with possession. So number 5, Olsen for GCU trying to pressure. Little spin move there by Myers as he got out of the way of a check. So Overland back for the U of A, and they'll look to set something up here. Ziegler, center ice, cannot control the puck. So GCU getting tied up in the neutral zone. Now Sandoval, he tries to come in, spin it around, create a little bit of time and space, but it'll be Henriksen skating out with it for GCU. They get it across. Potok just dumps it into the corner. Henriksen goes to chase. This one comes right back out to Sandoval. Can he get a burst of speed? Lucas Sandoval dumps it into the corner. And Busby, the defenseman in pursuit, almost breaks up the puck, but not able to get it off of Spring. The Wildcats giving GCU some fits. Chance here. Quick shot, and they score! Great opportunity there. No mistake. A turnover by GCU, and it's buried on Morgan. What a great job there from Nicholas Chioka, the offensive-minded defenseman. He comes into the zone, takes the turnover, wrist shot snipe. And at practice this week, Nicholas Chioka did me the pleasure of hitting me with a puck so I know just how hard that wrist shot can be. He said he might have owed me one, and he gets it on the board right away. 16:44 left to go.
Scored by number 7, Nicholas Chioka. Assisted by number 22, Connor Ziegler. And number 25, Dominic Sandoval.
So after the Wildcats gave up some offensive opportunities, they go to work in the GCU zone, pick up a quick goal on a turnover. And that puck, ever since now the boards have the advertisements on them. We saw in that Utah series just how lively those boards are. Jesse Lowell trying to control the puck over the blue line, not able to get the pass. Wildcats will have to defensively recover here. GCU, little turnaround at the line, but Chioka reads it, gets it over to Lowell. He goes middle to Selman. Now Selman with a burst of speed, quick shot, and that is sticked into the netting by Robertson. So Nicholas Chioka comes through on his promise to me to get one here tonight. Of course, he was very apologetic after smacking the camera guy with a puck at practice, but more than makes up for it here as he gets one early, drawing back in. And you can see his offensive acumen. He read that play. He sees that turnover come out through the middle. No hesitation, quick shot. And he gets his first goal of the season as a Wildcat. So definitely here, GCU has had a bit of a losing streak ever since they won their first 2 games against NAU. If you can get them doubting themselves, another good turnover here. Walker with some pressure, and GCU having to scramble in their own zone. Still can't get it out. Williams knocks down Spring. So Shetland, Williams, and Walker looking to create some problems and possibly another turnover here, but GCU able to just force it up the middle of the ice. Now it's Peterson. He gets it in on Sepinen, blocker to the corner. They reverse it around the net, but Shetland gets there first. He might look to break out Williams. Just couldn't connect on the pass, and that will go down for icing. So Shetland and Walker that were absolutely electric in that Saturday night game against Utah, as I said, 5 points apiece, a hat trick night for Tyler Shetland. So that line, Brendan Williams has produced so far this season. Sam Myers has produced. Jesse Lowell has had a couple great goals. One player to watch tonight is Brody Selman. He hasn't really gotten the offense going so far, but with how talented of a player he is and how hard he works, it's certainly coming at some point. But now GCU trying to work it around to the point. Nice little play there. Walker knocks it down. 3-on-2 over the line. Fisher joining the rush. They try to feed it to Fisher. Broken up well there by Uckel. But Walker still with the puck. Good, strong move there to try to get to the middle. Just can't quite get it past the blue line. Get some puck support. And GCU will look to get it over. Quick shot. Sepinen saw that the whole way. Took a little bit of a funky bounce on him. Another quick shot. That one does not take a bounce as it's right into the glove. Rossi with a good little hit there on Husby. So Ari Rossi looking to get himself involved physically. Another talented player that maybe hasn't quite cracked the score sheet yet, but it's not always about points. Some of those intangibles are so important to a lot of players' games that play away from the puck, more defensive, physical guys, and GCU at the point trying to work it down low. They take it right to the middle. So just that jam play to the middle. Sepinen's lost his blocker and his stick. So the play will be blown dead there. So a good little power move there by Landmanis, who just decided to do it all himself, take it to the middle jam play. And that's GCU's play style. They know they're not going to beat you with flashy skill play all the time, but they'll try to grind you down, make you work hard in the blue paint. Tip shots, deflect shots, rebound opportunities, and GCU not able to win that face-off as the Wildcats came in there, crashed hard for puck support. Rossi tries to get it past Landmanis, is able to do so. Rossi back out in front. GCU able to cut that off, and it leaves a lot of room open at the high point when GCU collapses down low like that. Chance out in front, a great save there, and another turnaround chance there by Myers. So the Wildcats, this line, Josephson, Myers, and Rossi working hard down low, and they get a good opportunity out of it. Booth tries to dump it in, can't get past Cosden. Jacob Cosden feeds it middle, but GCU will just have to tap that to no man's land. And Overland with possession. 13:34 left to go in the first period. Wildcats up 1-0 here against GCU with a goal coming from Nicholas Chioka. And you really want to start building on that lead. Wildcats have done a good job in seasons past of getting that first goal, but GCU now, good opportunity here. Quick shot in on Sepinen. Another player comes crashing into the net, and that one just trickled wide. So Sepinen having to be alert to the play of Oakland as he got in with a good opportunity. And the Wildcats defensemen obviously want to join the rush, want to help contribute to that offense. But Coach Chad Berman, when I was speaking with him earlier this week in the Bear Down Breakdown, really talked about how you don't want to give GCU odd man opportunities. They kind of thrive on those to be opportunistic. So the Wildcats defense is going to have to be responsible. Nice little play there by Busby. Just could not quite hold on to the puck there for the Wildcats. It was Malco, so they'll reset. GCU not sending anyone down low on the forecheck. Just keeping that kind of zone umbrella, trying to break up anything. And pass doesn't connect, but a big hit there by who else but Captain Jesse Lowell. And talking with Tristan Swiger, he said it's been so important for him to play with a guy like Jesse Lowell. You know, Swiger kind of models his game after a guy like Lowell, wants to hit, wants to be heavy on the boards. And also as a captain, just seeing how hard Jesse Lowell works is a great inspiration for a freshman like Swiger. We'll have an interview with him, and now possibly a 2-on-1. Down the ice, waits, holds, across, Jesse Lowell scores! Swiger to Lowell! What patience by Tristan Swiger! He looks off the shot, saucer pass, and Lowell shovels that one above the shoulders of Morgan. And the Wildcats with an early 2-0 lead here as Jesse Lowell just continues to lead by example. A couple great hits on that shift. Swiger with the turnover, and the Wildcats go back down the other way, 2-on-1, and bury it. So with 11:54 left to go, the Wildcats have a 2-0 lead here. As I just talked about, the U of A wanted to avoid giving up odd man rushes, but GCU certainly does as well because the Wildcats have a lot of guys that are able to finish. And Jesse Lowell makes no mistake there. You can see his offensive prowess starting to come into full form as we move farther into this season. And just as I was talking about Swiger and Lowell, the hockey gods decide to prove my point as Swiger just does a great job there holding off on the shot, doesn't rush it, and a beautiful little saucer pass that Lowell is able to handle and bury. So a great start here for the Wildcats on a Friday night. So now it'll be about keeping that pressure up, keeping the intensity up. Chioka with the first goal, Lowell with the second.
Arizona Wildcat goal! Scored by number 18, Jesse Lowell. Assist to number 20, Brody Selman. And number 24, Tristan Swiger. Again, Wildcat goal scored by number 18, Jesse Lowell. Assist to Selman and Swiger. Time of the goal, 8 minutes and 6 seconds of the first period.
So the PA announcer giving the primary assist to Selman, so it might have been him coming down the far boards who fed the pass to Lowell. Either way, that trio coming together. So a little bit, maybe this line that's been put together as a result of Hughes going down in that Utah series. Selman gets bumped up back with Lowell at center, and they reward Chad Berman's faith in them as they get the second goal of the game. And now GCU, I'm guessing, will look to really push to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand. That one there almost sprung Swiger on a breakaway. Lowell, great defensive job to take up the middle of the ice. Selman goes hard into the boards with Olsen, but Selman won the physical battle. Now a good hit there by GCU, but Swiger feeds it to Selman. Selman in, can't quite get the shot away, almost gets a second opportunity there. So Brody Selman in a battle with Dent, just couldn't get the shot away, but allows the lines to change out behind him. Bit of miscommunication here as the Wildcats are changing, and a good block there by Overland. He's stung. And as someone who recently got hit by their first hockey puck in their life, I can say I now fully understand just how painful that is. So Overland hopefully doing okay now. Shetland drops it back to Walker. A little bit of a risky move, but it works out for the duo who are roommates this season. Now GCU trying to create that odd man rush, but Nicholas Chioka reads it fantastically and breaks it up. But GCU looking to be opportunistic on those 2-on-1s. Now the Wildcats can do the same thing. Brendan Williams down the near boards. He circles around behind the net, tries to open up a bit of space. Back to the point to Chioka. Nice little move there, holds, goes for the little bank pass to Shetland. Wildcats keep possession. Williams to Shetland here. They try to feed it across, just couldn't connect with Busby. GCU will look to break it out with a bit of speed here as they come over the blue line. Nice little drop pass and a shot there from Tubacol. So Chioka already showing his presence, drawing back into this lineup. Now GCU has a 3-on-2. Wildcats can't punish them for it, but no icing on the play. Williams looking to get off. He might have to hustle a little bit. Tries to throw a little interference play and gets it. So Williams with a slow skate to the bench for the line change. But he has the awareness to still break that up. Brendan Williams, I think there's still a lot more to see out of him this season in terms of offensive explosions. The kid has such incredible scoring talent, but he's so good away from the puck. Now a quick shot there by Rossi from the point, doesn't make it through. And GCU again trying to take advantage of their speed. Potak, quick shot there. Drag, release. Sepinen had to fight that off, maybe just went a little wide. 9:08 left to go here in the first period. Good bit of back and forth, but the Wildcats have converted on their quality opportunities so far. Now over the line, Wildcats with possession. Myers, he blows a tire. Good support there from Shively. And that'll force GCU to just knock it off the boards and all the way down. So Wildcat fans, thank you so much for joining into the live stream once again. Always so great to have you here. If you can make it down for a game, we'd love to have you. Our next home stand, November 3rd and 4th against Oklahoma. Both of those will be 1 p.m. puck drops. Those should be some great games. Oklahoma has had a pretty decent start to the season. And the Wildcats, after taking on Utah and GCU, they know the competition's only increasing as the season goes on. Now Connor Ziegler tries a little delay move, can't quite hold the puck up. GCU looking for that breakaway opportunity. Almost got it up to number 18, Nylon, but they weren't able to convert. Now Ziegler, he tries to feed it middle to Sandoval. That doesn't go. Now Landmanis. Olsen, good bit of speed through the neutral zone. Drives and gets that puck first. But Sepinen with a good save there, holds on to it. So Olsen trying to get the offense going all by himself. Sepinen says no. So the Wildcats with a great start to this game, 2-0 with 8:10 left to go in the first period. The newly formed line of Selman, Lowell, and Swiger coming through. The addition of Chioka, he gets his first of the season. So the Wildcats in their brand new reds looking pretty good, not only on the ice, but fashion-wise as well. But there's still a lot of hockey left to play, and GCU is not giving up on those jam plays. Good hustle there, but not able to get the puck. Quick shot, that one just goes wide. Bounces off the boards, and Olsen capitalizes and buries that one. So a lively bounce off the boards that Sepinen tries to react to. Comes right out to Olsen, and he buries it. So GCU is going to have a lot of energy on that bench, as they probably felt like they might be out of this one early, but they cut that lead to 1, and the Wildcats are going to be responsible for responding in kind. Selman just might have overcommitted a little bit to that check, lost his stick, coverage breaks down, but the lively boards of the Tucson Arena, always something to be aware of. So now the U of A looking to get back to work in their scoring ways. Shively and Fisher out there with the trio of Swiger, Selman, and Lowell. Fisher tries to go near boards. Lowell picks it up, and they've got an opportunity now. Lowell opens up a little bit of room, and a tip shot out in front, and Swiger just puts it wide. Now Fisher, he comes pinching down the boards, trying to keep this play alive. Lowell and Fisher in a battle. GCU, though, able to come out with it so far. Swiger trying to break it up. Same with Selman. Forces GCU to make a less than ideal pass. Morgan settles it down for Lamminus. Walker's going to get in there. Try to force the play a little bit. So now GCU with a burst of excitement after getting one back themselves. Possibly a 3-on-2 here. Just doesn't quite connect. Olsen working down low again with Overland. Overland's all over him. Wildcats able to break it out. Now Brendan Williams. He'll try to use his speed. Gets it over to Walker. Walker can't get middle to Shetland. He'll try to continue the forecheck here. Williams in too. So GCU, not a lot of time and space in their own zone against guys that are as quick as Shetland and Williams. And that will force the icing. So the Wildcats certainly playing with some great pace here. An opportunity for the Wildcats to establish some offensive dominance. GCU able to score opportunistically. They took UNLV to overtime, but defensively, the Wildcats really want to try to expose teams like this. So Josephson able to hold the dot, win the faceoff. Overland tries to get it back to him. Now Sam Myers. Myers goes middle. Quick shot, and that one gets deflected into the netting. Really good shot first mentality there from Myers. Don't want to overcomplicate things. You saw in that first GCU goal, just a shot from the point that goes wide, but you crash the net and you get pucks to the net and you get rewarded. So the Wildcats here with another offensive zone draw. Josephson in to take it. Able to win another draw here. Good reaction from Cosden as he knocks it down low. Now Josephson tries to go middle to Myers. They kind of crisscross. Myers gets that puck first, back to Josephson. He can't work it past Uckel. Now GCU gets a little bit of help from the ref as that one got knocked down by a skate. They'll try to lead it up there to Cummings, but gets turned over quickly. And now Ari Rossi, he goes middle. Can't connect with Josephson. So this is another new look line for the Wildcats tonight. And now over to Rossi, tries to dump it back to Chioka. They connect. GCU now, Peterson all alone, but able to get the red line and dump it in. Change for GCU as they come cavaliering over the boards. 5:32 left to go in the first 2-1 game here. Goals coming from Chioka and Lowell for the Wildcats and Olsen for GCU. That'll come back down to the U of A end. So this line now has been out here for a little bit. Try to get possession here and get some fresh bodies on if Josephson comes in to take the face-off once again. Wildcats able to win it. Busby gets there first. Tries to get the outlet. No icing as it was deflected by a GCU player. A little bit of miscommunication there between Morgan and his defenseman, but Sandoval can't make him pay. Chioka almost holds it in at the blue line. Now Fisher, he'll dump it in. Gets knocked down. Good puck pursuit here by Connor Ziegler. He's almost able to get that one away from Lamminus. Malco takes a bump there from Booth. GCU dumps this in. A bit of miscommunication here for the Wildcats as Fisher and Sepinen didn't quite know who was going to go for it, but Fisher gets there first. Now Fisher. Head up with a burst of speed, tries to get it in, does, allows the Wildcats to change behind him. So Ryan Fisher with a great veteran effort there. Top line for the Wildcats comes back over the boards. They're going to try to spring the breakaway. GCU almost connects on it. So Tabukol, number 15 for GCU, looking for that lob pass to spring him on the breakaway. Not able to connect, and it'll be another face-off in the U of A zone. So after those two Wildcat goals, GCU turning up the intensity, getting themselves some offensive opportunities. One of them is converted so far, but the Wildcats, with the roster and the talent, the aspirations, want to play most of this game down in the GCU end. So we get set for another face off here. Selman in to take it against Oakland. Selman able to win it. Let's see if the Wildcats can get a breakout play. Jesse Lowell absolutely buries Spring, who tried to jump and keep that puck in the zone, and Lowell just went straight through him. So now Overland, they try to get it across to Lowell, but broken up well by GCU. So the Wildcats here, a little bit of a scramble mode in their own zone as Oakland, he holds it along the near boards. They work it back to the point to Spring. Quick little shot there. That might have got tipped on the way through, and now Selman will try to break it out. Lowell holds it. And we're going to have a penalty here. So the first penalty of the game. We'll see who it's going to go against here. And the ref is signaling to number 15 for GCU, Tristan Tabacole. I think he's going to go to the box here for roughing, and this is a big opportunity as GCU's penalty kill has only been clicking at 70% so far this season. 3:46 to go in this period, 2 minutes of power play time, but GCU able to get possession. So 2 minutes for roughing for Tabacole. So the Wildcats will look to set something up here on the power play. Chioka, he will lead man it up, drop it back to Williams. Williams, good speed and connection there. Walker, he tries to drop it back, but GCU reads that the whole way, and they'll send it back down the ice for the first 30 seconds of this penalty kill. Wildcats not able to set up in the zone. Zone entries are everything on the power play. The Wildcats, good bit of speed here down the wing. Dylan Walker circles, quick shot there. That one just deflected. But Dylan Walker with a good job there to gain the zone and possibly give the Wildcats chance to set up. Now Williams tries to go across to Swiger. The GCU takes away the center of the ice. Now maybe a chance here. Chioka down to Swiger. Swiger goes middle. They try to get it to Williams. He just couldn't get the shot away fully as the stick was tied up. But a good idea there to go cross crease. Sepinen, good job there. He got enough on it. Tries to get the long stretch pass. 40 seconds left to go on the power play as Tyler Shetland winds it up. He tries to use his speed to get down the boards, but broken up by a good stick. So now Overland over to Rossi. He'll dump it low as Shetland charges middle. Wildcats here with a chance to set things up. 20 seconds left to go on the power play. Overland over to Selman. Now Overland. Good job there by Myers to at least not let that puck go too quick, but the Wildcats not able to get a shot on goal during this power play. 2 seconds left, and that will do it. So the GCU gets a big penalty kill here early to keep it a 1-goal game. Spring blows an edge, and now maybe Ziegler, he gets crunched by a couple GCU players. That's sent down, but in on Sepinen. He plays it over to Fisher. Fisher goes back to the middle. Nice little touch pass there. Sandoval just decides to get it in deep and try to go to work on the forecheck. Oh, a huge hit there by Jesse Lowell. But now a 2-on-1 for GCU. Quick shot. That one just goes wide on the blocker side. So Landemus not able to hold that one. Wildcats, can Sandoval get onside? He does. Lowell throws a good little shot there and barrels through two players. So Jesse Lowell, his physical dominance showing once again, but not unfortunately able to convert it into an opportunity. But the Wildcats, if they can slowly wear this GCU team down, it's been a decent first period. Wildcats with the majority of dangerous offensive chances. 42 seconds left to go in the period. Shively will just slow things down a little bit here as Walker heads up. Pass works out great. Can Fisher get onto it first? He does. Tries to drop it back. Selman, they try to go back to the point. GCU's looking to spring themselves, and they get it. Now the Wildcats have to defend with 20 seconds left to go in the period. Now Cummings, he circles around the back of the net. Goes back to the point. Quick shot. That one deflected. Just trickles wide. Wildcats trying to get their assignments. Great shot block there by Dylan Walker. He was looking for possibly the breakaway pass, and Chioka with 3 seconds left is just going to pin this one up against the boards. So a good period there for the Wildcats, bit of back and forth play. GCU certainly looking for those odd man rushes when they can get them. Bit of an opportunistic goal by GCU with the bounce off the boards, but the Wildcats get two, one from Chioka and one from the captain, Jesse Lowell. We will be back to bring you the second period. Stick around, we've got an interview coming up with Tyler Shetland and Dylan Walker. This is Wildcat Hockey.
Welcome to Bulldog Nation. I'm Jennifer Flagg, Magnet Coordinator at Mansfield Magnet Middle School, and I'm thrilled to introduce you to our incredible school. Mansfield Magnet Middle School is an A+ award-winning, nationally recognized science, technology, engineering, and mathematics magnet school located on 6th Street, right across from the University of Arizona. We are a community dedicated to students' academic and personal success for today and the future through STEM education. At Mansfield, our quest is to be the best. Teachers embed at least one of 17 STEM practices in every lesson, in every class, every day, so that students experience inquiry and collaborative problem solving throughout their day. One of the things that makes Mansfield so special and successful is that STEM is integrated throughout the entire curriculum. We have a 7-period day, which allows students to take specialized STEM courses in addition to the core curriculum. They also engage in quarterly cross-curricular STEM units in which they engage in topics and problems from a variety of perspectives and content areas. We also partner with the University of Arizona and a variety of community organizations to host family STEM nights and STEM challenges to enrich and extend student learning. And we are a technology-rich campus with a one-to-one iPad program through our Verizon Innovative Learning Schools grant. But Mansfield isn't just about STEM. We offer GATE, pre-advanced placement, and intervention classes to ensure that every student is challenged and supported to reach their full potential. In 8th grade, students can take up to 5 high school credit classes in English, math, science, Spanish, and teen court. As a comprehensive middle school, we also have an extraordinary fine arts program that includes visual art, chorus, band, orchestra, and guitar. Students can also choose to study Spanish, take PE, or deepen their STEM learning with Science Olympiad. And we're very proud of our girls and boys sports teams, including volleyball, basketball, cross country, soccer, and track and field. While Mansfield is able to offer all of these opportunities, we're also sensitive to the transition that our 6th grade students are making from elementary school to middle school. We have a dedicated 6th grade wing, lunchtime, and counselor, and we use a team model so that our 6th graders see the same team of teachers all day. If you are interested in learning more about Mansfield Magnet Middle School, please visit our website or our Facebook page, or call the Magnet office at 520-225-1807. Go Bulldogs!
It's a lot of fun. Just getting those opportunities there with Walker moving the puck well, and all three of us just using our speed really helps me individually, frees me up, allows me to play my game, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, now we're roommates this year, and I think everything just kind of clicked. I think I see the ice pretty well, and I think his speed goes really well with that, and I think he was just in all the right places, and I kept finding him.
I think it's really nice because he's good at hold-up play. He's good at waiting for guys to make things happen, and I think obviously my strength is my legs and my speed, so the two really just seem to pair off each other really well. Like, he'll hold the puck up, and I'll go and slash somewhere, and he'll find me, and I'll find him off my back or something like that, and we're just out there skating around having fun. So.
I mean, I think I'm a pretty skilled player, and I think I find guys pretty well. I think I'm a good playmaker, and I think shot converted pretty well last Saturday, and I think that was proven.
I think last season's group was just as tight as this season's group. We never really had a problem with camaraderie in the locker room, and that's still not a problem now. But I think as far as pace and skill and the way we're able to read off each other and make plays this year, it's pretty night and day different to last year as far as what we're able to do.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you're 3 games into the year, obviously love to put up a 5-point game. Like, it obviously boosts confidence a lot. Makes me look pretty good in the stat sheet. So obviously no complaints there. Feeling pretty good going into this weekend.
Just the best place to be. I mean, the atmosphere is unrivaled. Our vibe in the locker room's awesome, and any college hockey player would have a great time playing here.
Nico, first goal of the season, how does it feel?
Feels awesome. Great to get the first one out of the way. Boys need to come out strong and show everything we do. And, he got off to a good start.
Nico, first goal of the season, how does it feel?
Feels awesome. Great to get the first one out of the way. Boys need to come out strong and show everyone what we can do. And, he got off to a good start. Got to get back to it now.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, to the Tucson Arena as we get set to drop the puck on the second period. A good start to the first period for the Wildcats as they were able to pick up 2 quick goals, but GCU stuck with it, got back down to a 1-goal deficit. Wildcats went 0 for 1 on the power play in the first period. Goals coming from Chioka and Lowell. And number 5, Olsen, getting the lone goal for GCU. Wildcats definitely with a little bit to work on here. The top line looked the most dominant, but I do think that second line of Walker, Shetland, and Williams, with the amount of opportunities they got, they are not going to miss many of those if they keep getting them. So the Wildcats here with a good opportunity to build, keep this lead going. Great crowd here at the Tucson Arena on a Friday night. Hopefully you can join us for some of our next games as the Wildcats win possession off the face-off. Busby goes up the middle to Selman. He waits. Nice little move there to get over to Swiger. Swiger just knocked off the puck at the blue line, so it will go offsides. Nice defensive play there by Lammanis. So the Wildcats with a good first period. Certainly good to see Nicholas Chioka picking up his first goal of the season as he draws back up into the lineup. Selman and Lowell being reunited. Their line got a goal, so it's a good start here, but some details to work on. Do not want to give GCU those odd man opportunities. Wildcats did a good job limiting those in the first, but a lot of work left here to do in the next 40 minutes of hockey as the Wildcats have numbers up ice if they can get it through. Lowell just not able to drag it with him. As that one comes down into the GCU zone. Good hit there by Selman. So the Wildcats, Oakland for GCU will follow it up. He takes a hit there. Shetland trying to turn with it in the neutral zone, not able to, but Lowell gives him a bit of support. That one just shoveled out of the zone by Lambinis. Good little turnaround play there. Now Walker with Shetland driving middle. Walker tries to go over to Williams. They can't quite connect. Shetland takes a hit, puck still in the zone. Good decision there by John Shively not to pinch and give up an odd man rush. Great job there by his partner Fisher to break that up. Now Williams gets it to Shetland. Shetland, great burst of speed. Around the outside, tries to shovel one in on Morgan, and he holds on to that one as Walker went careening into the net. So Morgan for GCU, maybe not his busiest night so far of the season, but the Wildcats have tested him. And the 2 goals he did give up, one of them coming off a turnover, which Chioka buried, and then a great 2-on-1 that Lowell finished off. So the Wildcats here, quick shot in on Morgan. That one just goes wide on the glove side. Cummings tries to go up the middle, doesn't find anyone, so Fisher will get there first for an icing. So Fisher and Shively showing their defensive acumen, breaking up the last zone entry for GCU. So great to have a veteran pair of defensemen like that you can rely on. Been played together for a little bit, have some chemistry. So jam play here at the face-off. Cummings comes in and knocks down Williams. Wildcats will have to recover here. Cummings, number 33, they go middle, all alone in. Barely just goes wide. And wow, Schmitz somehow just gets all alone on the zone entry and just couldn't bury that one. But those are the nightmare opportunities for a coach. Now Brendan Williams with a great burst of speed. He gets it over to Walker. Walker waits, finds the trailer. Quick shot, and that one just goes wide. Morgan might have got a piece of it. But the Wildcats basically recreate the exact same play GCU just set up, and Josephson with a good wrist shot just sends it high. But wow, number 44, Schmitz for GCU. He's going to be bending the stick in frustration on the bench. Sepinen came out and took the angle away. They're all alone with time and space, so the Wildcats here want to readjust and make sure that does not continue. So Josephson in to take the face-off here against Nylon. Josephson wins it. Quick shot there from the point, and Morgan has to fight that one off, but shot-first mentality for the Wildcats. Like to see it, testing a goalie who has had a pretty high goals against average so far this season with only an .867 save percentage. And that's going to be a penalty there as the Wildcats will go to the box for the first time tonight. Interference called on Rossi. So Ari Rossi will head to the box for the Wildcats, and the power play for GCU will come out. Their percentage so far in the season, 7.4%. So the Wildcats want to make sure that they don't give any credit to that percentage. Don't let it go up here tonight. Penalty kills will get you a long way, but GCU almost with a great opportunity right off the face-off. They're not able to hold it cleanly, but now a chance here and a shot, and that one, traffic out in front. Sepinen fought through to see the shot, and the Wildcats will clear. Now Cummings for GCU circling in the neutral zone. Quick pass up here to Uckel. He'll dump it in far corner. Schmitz tries to get in there. Great little move by Busby as he turns, gets some space, fires it off the boards. And that'll be 40 seconds of this power play gone for GCU. Wildcats doing a good job not letting them set up. So now GCU dumps it in, tries to get there first. They're able to. Just a bit too much juice off the boards. And the Wildcats can't quite turn it into an offensive opportunity, but keep it 200 feet away from their net. Cummings, he gets the stick knocked out of his hands by Walker. Shively fans on the clear, so Lowell have to clean up the garbage, and he does. Jesse Lowell with a good bang off the boards. Walker in on the forecheck. He's going to make sure GCU doesn't have much time to think about it. Now Spring, good pass there. They try to work it down low behind the net again, trying to start the power play from low to high. But the Wildcats doing a good job here, not allowing any time and space. Lamminus now, quick shot, and they look for the backdoor tip. A lot of space there for Lewis, but he wasn't able to get anything on it as Cosden was giving him some problems. 10 seconds left to go on the power play. Great shot there from Lamminus, fought off by Sepinen. Cosden in a battle down low against two. Wildcats are stuck standing around a little bit, and a great job there. Can they feed Rossi? Read well by Lamminus. Takes away the play, but now a chance out in front, and Walker just couldn't connect. Rossi with a good job and patience, and now Walker with a chance against some tired GCU players. Dylan Walker, great hands there. Creates a bit of room. Now Hodgson, quick shot. That one just went wide. I don't think Morgan saw that one at all with the traffic out in front. Wildcats begin to work the cycle, but unfortunately Olsen is the beneficiary of that. But the Wildcats, if they can turn this up ice, they might have numbers. Rossi at the end of his shift just has to dump it in. Morgan gets it over. And now a chance here for Niailon. He comes down the far boards, tries to get a shot away. Good block there. So the Wildcats, great job limiting that opportunity. They try to go for the high lob play. Good job there by Swiger to throw a couple big hits, break up the flow of play. GCU sending three players down low on the forecheck. That can be dangerous against the speed of a guy like Shetland. He tries to work it around, gets the red line and dumps it in, so no icing on the play. Trister takes a hit from Lowell. Busby tries to come in, keeps the play alive. Shetland 2 against 1. Now Lowell in support. But GCU able to find the outlet. So if they can get speed, 3-on-2, Henriksen dumps it in. He's got Potak with him. He comes in and throws a big hit. And that one is sent all the way down the ice. No icing, though, on the play. So now GCU tries to take a breather to get things settled and set up. Cummings comes over the boards at the blue line. He dumps it in. He chips it in there. Busby and Chioka doing a good job. If they can find the outlet pass, Dylan Walker was looking for the breakaway, and they just couldn't quite find him with it. But Walker doing a good job making things difficult at the blue line, but Spring with a couple great moves, and they almost get a chance out of it. So battling chances here. They look dangerous from up top of the arena. Now maybe a chance for Williams. He gets knocked off the puck there by Robertson. Walker with a great steal. He's going to try to find some space. Quick shot there on Morgan. Walker trying to find the guys in the soft areas. Now Chioka, quick shot from the point. A great deflection there by Josephson and a pad save by Morgan. So now Cummings. He's been on the ice for a little while here, so they're trying to get their top goal scorer going. Cummings gets around Williams and is able to get to that puck first. Josephson tries to tie him up. Some good duo work here by the Wildcats, but looking like they need a bit of a line change. And they'll get the time and space here, take a breather and set things up. 12:25 left to go in the first as Chioka surveys, goes right up the middle, touch pass to Walker. Williams with a beautiful little move to get to the outside. Williams tries to feed middle. It's just tied up. Josephson could not get anything away, as Schmitz was all over him. So Walker and Williams, some great offensive ingenuity there. but Josephson just not able to be the beneficiary on the end of it. Now Myers, he tries to break through, takes a hit there, stays on his skates. 11:50 left to go. The GCU very comfortable with just dishing that puck down, and a huge hit there by Cosden. So Cosden crunches his man along the boards. This one could turn into a 2-on-1. Ziegler trying to hustle in there, and Ziegler gets tied up and taken down. Ref's arms stay down as Ziegler pops right back up with the puck. Connor Ziegler, just such a battler. Tries to get it out front, just can't now. This one up at the point. Cosden with it. Tries to wrap it around. Too much pressure there, but sticks with it. So Connor Ziegler, what looked like a end boards play where he doesn't get up for a couple seconds. He pops back up not only on his own volition, but with the puck. GCU now 1 against 5 as they get reinforcements. And they're able to hold the blue line. Quick shot there. Blocker saved by Sepinen. Nylon now. They get it across, back to the point there. Quick shot through a lot of traffic was Robertson. Now GCU really looking to ramp up the intensity as they got a full line change behind their singular forechecker. The Wildcats just take a little breather here. Some great offensive opportunities. Morgan's been up to the task, and GCU's defense playing by committee. So Malco will gain the red line and dump it in. Selman back over the boards with Lowell. Selman now, little touch pass to Swiger. Quick shot there, and Morgan has to make a pad save. Swiger tries to go down below the net to Selman, but Swift gets there first. Spring gets there first. Now a chance here. They try to go middle to Selman again. He gets a touch on it, but doesn't quite make it through to Morgan. So that line starting to find some of their offensive mojo, and it's only a matter of time for Brody Selman before he gets his first goal of the season. Touched in there by Jesse Lowell. Swiger with him. Escapes the blue line, and Wildcats will regroup. Shetland now with a little stop-up play. Dumps it in. Trying to hope that Chioka could get there first. Shetland, though, relentless on the puck. But GCU now with a little bit of room, and they just opt for a quick shot at on Sepinen, who will hold that for a face-off. So Nicholas Sepinen doing a good job so far here tonight. The only goal against him, certainly one you're not going to blame on of him careening off the boards, comes back out in front and buried. 9:25 left to go. Wildcats up 2-1. Goals coming from Chioka and Lowell. So still almost 30 minutes of hockey left to play here on a Friday night. Dylan Walker and Tyler Shetland, who combined for 10 points in one game against Utah, have been held off the score sheet. Williams beats out the icing. Williams tries to feed in front to Walker. Shetland gets the third man on it, and none of them could corral it, but good layers there from the Wildcats offensively. Potak goes in on Overland, but he's able to just smartly get it to his partner Hodgson. Now Walker. Shetland, great burst of speed down the near board. Shetland, quick shot in. Morgan has to hold that off with the pads. There was some room between the blocker and the pad, but Shetland just not quite able to elevate that puck as Hodgson goes back. Smart play there to Overland. So Overland and Hodgson looking pretty darn good as that third pairing for Chad Berman. The defensive responsibility has been there most of this game. Nobody's perfect, obviously, but the Wildcats getting some good systems going. You play an opponent like GCU, you certainly look at the rankings, and you don't want to play down to an opponent no matter where they are, but teams like coming into this building and trying to beat the Wildcats at the Tucson Arena, and they play up to the Wildcats, and GCU sticking right with them. Only down by 1 in this game. They haven't taken many penalties. They've given Sepinen some trouble at times, but Fan there on the pass. Cosden does a good job there. Or that was Myers, my apologies. Myers with a great little patient play. The Wildcats fight through a check and get it into the zone. They try to go middle, just doesn't connect with Josephson. Josephson's been all around it. The Wildcats need to recover here. Beautiful poke check at the blue line by Fisher. So delayed offsides here as Cummings decides to give the Wildcats a little bit of hesitation about what to do next, but he heads off the ice. Offsides reset. 7:16 left to go in the period. Sandoval, or Malco, trying to get down the boards. They get it into the zone. Sandoval almost skates onto it. This line will try to go to work now in the GCU zone. Ziegler, Sandoval, and Malco. Malco tries to just knock it in deep. Can't get it there. So it's going to be another penalty here. It's going to look like a slash. And that'll be on the Wildcats. So GCU will go back onto the power play, or their first power play of the night. No, Rossi had a penalty earlier, so their second power play of the night. Ziegler in the box for the Wildcats for slashing. So with a 1-goal lead, 6:57 left to go in the second, a big penalty kill here for the Wildcats. Dylan Walker out there with Jesse Lowell is the penalty killing forwards. GCU not able to win the faceoff cleanly, but they get it right back. Puck is bobbling all over the place. So back to the point, GCU trying to work it down low. Multiple tip attempts there on the shot from Uckel, but no one could get it redirected on net. Battle in the corner here as Uckel is able to pull away from it. Uckel circles the zone, trying to open up some room, turns on Walker, but Walker, great job there to stay right with him and break up that opportunity. So the first 40 seconds of this power play almost gone. Breakaway chance here for Schmitz. Shot and a save by Sepinen. It was in the pads, quick whistle. So Sepinen did not have full control of that, but the Wildcats need to look out for that. That's the second time GCU has been able to spring Schmitz on a breakaway attempt. But the Wildcats a beneficiary of a quick whistle there. So 1:17 left to go on the penalty kill. Josephson entrusted with the face-off against his dueling number 11 in Oakland for GCU. Oakland able to win it clean. Back to the point. Dent working there. They get it across to Schmitz. Schmitz works it back to Dent. Quick shot. Looking for those wide shots. Careening out in front maybe, because that one was quite off target. A job there. Wow, Cummings able to knock it down, not with a high stick. So now Cummings working with his partner. They go back to the point to Dent. Dent waits. They go to Cummings. 40 seconds left to go, 45 seconds left to go on the power play. GCU kept to the outside at the moment, but they're working it around. Cummings, little drop pass and a shot right into the cats of Sepinen, and he does a good job holding that one as GCU is starting to get some momentum on the cycle there as Cummings blocked down the clearing attempt with his stick and kept that sequence alive. Now Walker and Lowell come back out with Cosden and Busby as the 4 penalty killers. GCU able to win another faceoff. Walking in, quick shot, a good block there by Cosden, and he got in the lane of Uckel. But now a chance for Landmanis. Gets over to Uckel. Landmanis. Back to Landmanis, quick shot, and they score. So GCU just given far too much time to set up. Landmanis is looking for that tip out in front from Oakland the whole way. And GCU has been able to tie this game up on the power play, which before this game, like I said, was only clicking at 7%, but far too much time at the point for GCU to just keep setting things up. And eventually a quick shot, no chance for Sepinen on the redirect out in front. So a little bit of adversity here for the Wildcats as they initially went up 2-0 and could have cruised through an easy Friday night, but there's no easy games in the WCHL, and the Wildcats here really want to make sure they get back in this game. Do not give GCU too much confidence because they are feeling it right now. So now Myers, he tries to lead out I think that's Williams there. Williams, the burst of speed, quick shot. Blocker saved by Morgan, glove saved by Morgan. He couldn't hold on to it though, so Williams trying to get the U of A back in the lead. Maybe here with a chance. Myers, quick shot there off the pads of Morgan, looking for a rebound, but GCU comes back the other way. 3-on-2 now, Nylon. They drop it back, quick shot, that one just goes wide. Can Shetland turn this into anything? He just couldn't get there first. So Williams, good job there to maintain possession. Tries to self-pass as the Wildcats change behind him. Good chance here as they get over the zone. Ziegler not able to receive that pass. So Ziegler working down low, battled there by Uckel. Puck still with the Wildcats. Sandoval shovels it out in front, but no one home. The Wildcats here will look to their offensive big guns to try to get this lead restored before they get out of the second period. And this is definitely what feels like a must-win weekend for the Wildcats, but they've been off the ice for a little while, trying to get back into game form. Wildcats here not able to get possession. Landmanis works it down low. He's going to cut right to the middle, and Sepinen has to spread the pads to make the save. Spring there tries to go middle, so Landmanis, number 9, that's the second time he's taken that chance when he gets it to just hold it on the backhand and drive to the net. Sepinen had to fight that one off. So certainly a case where Sepinen is making all of the saves that he needs to. But the two chances GCU has had, a redirect out in front and then a hot carom off the boards. That's how this team will try to grind away at you. The Wildcats really need to turn up the intensity here a little bit and start taking it to GCU in their own end. So Landmanis hounded down there by Selman. He goes across to Spring. Selman pressuring him. Lowell with a massive hit on Landmanis. Can the Wildcats get an opportunity out of this? They go to the front, can't connect. Quick shot on the side of the net. Still digging away at it. No whistles gone. So Jesse Lowell with his physicality sets up a great opportunity for the Wildcats. And they'll still try to keep the pressure on here. But GCU with a chance to reconvene and figure something out, but now Brendan Williams, he's got time and space. Williams tries to go across, just hops on Chioka as he couldn't get a stick on that. Williams with a beautiful saucer pass, but it just hopped over the stick of Chioka. The Wildcats still trying to work it on this sequence, but they'll go for the line change here. Busby chips it up to Walker. Nice little touch pass. Williams to Walker. Goes back down to Williams. Williams out in front, and Morgan, I think he might have got a bit of a glove on that one. Williams alone all out in front as the big guns for the Wildcats here trying to get them back into the lead. Williams went down in the neutral zone. Morgan just gloves that one down into trouble. Walker gets it back to Williams. Now Williams back to the point. Williams, Walker. Walker takes a shot. That one gets blocked, and it's going to be a penalty here against GCU, I believe, as Tyler Shetland's stick went into orbit there. So it looks like it's going to be number 73, Spring, for GCU going to the box. And GCU converted on their power play. Wildcats need to do the same here. So an incredible opportunity here for the Wildcats to try to get this lead reestablished on the power play. Lowell kind of started that whole couple-minute sequence. Only 1:48 left to go. So a power play at the very end of the period. Lowell driving out in front, just can't get it past his man. Wildcats still in possession. They work it down low. That puck just in the skates. And the Wildcats could have had a lot of room there, but they just couldn't quite set it up. 1:34 left. You know, at the end of the period, the ice gets real choppy. It's hard to make those clean passes. And with 1:34 left to go in the period, it's just got to be shots on net. test Morgan as much as you can here. Get some confidence going into the third period, as GCU really feels like they've stood in this game toe-to-toe with the Wildcats. Walker down low, quick shot, and a good glove save on Swiger. So a nice play there as Walker gets it across to Swiger, but Morgan flashes the leather and is up to the task. So now Swiger in to take the face-off. Williams and Lowell up front with him. Walker on the point. They're able to hold it in there. Chioka, Swiger. Good defensive play by GCU, though. Reading the ideal opportunities and taking them away. So now the Wildcats. Chioka, little drop play as Shetland winds it up. Shetland to Swiger. Swiger barrels through his man. Now Shetland looks to go middle. A lot of time and space. Shot there. Another chance, and Morgan away out of his crease. The Wildcats are banging away at it. Either the puck is under Morgan or there was a penalty, but I think the puck was under Morgan, so a couple of great opportunities there for the Wildcats, but just not able to beat Morgan. Absolute scramble play there at the side of the net. Everyone jamming away at it, but the whistle is blown. So Shetland in to take the face-off. Selman up at the point there. So if they can win this puck back to Selman, try to start working that low to high game a little bit, maybe get some more shots from the point. That's how Chioka beat Morgan clean. Shetland not able to win that. GCU hammers it around. Selman holds it in at the blue line. Great job by Selman there, strong on his skates to hold it in. Rossi trying to work it down low against Trister. 40 seconds left to go. Now Myers with it. Gets it out front. Quick shot there. And Overland just not able to bury it on Morgan, but the Wildcats getting some chances here. 30 seconds left. Selman can't get the shot through. Another chance there. Myers holds, tries to go middle. Overland with it. Over to Selman. Selman tries to go back down low, just can't get enough on the backhand pass. 15 seconds left to go in the period. So the Wildcats will start the third with maybe about 10 seconds of power play time. Myers across the zone, 3 seconds left. Can the Wildcats get a shot? They cannot, so GCU comes out. They get a goal on the power play to tie this up, and we will head into the third period, 2-2. A little bit of a slow period here from the Wildcats. Definitely saw them turn up the intensity with the power play there towards the end. Morgan's been up to the task. But the Wildcats here looking for that offensive breakthrough in the third period. Stick with us. We got an interview with Tristan Swiger coming up in the intermission, and we'll be back to bring you the third period. This is Wildcat Hockey.
Why wreck? A simple question, right? Well, the answer might surprise you. What makes you show up? Gets you out of bed? Drives you after studying? What makes you put on your suit? Swipe in? Pack up? Why wreck? The answer is as personal as you. Take that first step and make us part of your day. Dive in. If no one invests in you, invest in yourself. If no one believes in you, believe in yourself. Show up. Show up by hitting the court, the trail, the weight room, the cardio machines. Show up for your friend, your team, your family, and more importantly, yourself. I could keep going, but I think you're getting the picture. Here at Campus Rec, you matter. No matter your ability, where you come from, or who you are, step out of your comfort zone. You may come to realize that that leap of faith is more a leap of fun. Campus Rec is your house. Whether you show up at South Rec at sunrise, North Rec at night, or Bear Down Rec after a break. Whenever, wherever, however you rec, Rec like a Wildcat. Because here at the University of Arizona, everyone has their own reason to rec. What's yours? Make Campus Rec part of your day.
I've gotten a lot of development. Practice has been going really well. We've been putting in a lot of work, and it's been paying off, especially against Utah. It's been great playing on the top line. A lot of good chemistry between me and the other two. A lot of good puck movement. We're going to generate a lot of offense, I think, this coming weekend, and it should be exciting. Yeah, it was for the first couple weeks, the first few games, but now I feel like it's just the same as last year. Like I feel confident, able to make plays. Like I don't feel nervous now going into games, which is good. I feel I don't know what the word is, but I feel at home now, I guess. I think the break was nice, just to kind of relax, get the body back to 100%. But after the 3 games, like just the pace, getting used to the pace, I think is big. Just making that step up was just a big of adjustment, and now I kind of feel set in and ready to go. He just plays such a hard game, always working 100%, hitting guys, just leading by example, doing everything that all of us should be doing, and it gets everyone going. And he's always positive on the bench, getting guys up, and just making sure we're doing everything we need to do. So it's a good example to follow, and it's really nice to have that leadership, especially my freshman year.
Here with Jesse. Here with Jesse. What do you guys need to do in third period to get you guys back on the ice?
I said it after the first. We just got to simplify. I think we're being a little too complex with our plays, and it's as easy as that. Once we simplify, we're going to win this hockey game.
Thank you. Here with Jesse. What do you guys need to do in third period to get you guys back on the ice?
I said it after the first. We just got to simplify. I think we're being a little too complex with our plays, and it's as easy as that. Once we simplify, we're going to win this hockey game.
Thank you.
fans, welcome back as we get set to go on the third period. Jesse Lowell in the intermission. We are trying to find a better way to do those interviews in terms of getting the audio running as soon as it transfers over. We think we found a solution, but just like Jesse Lowell said, they got to get out here in the third period, go to work, and get this goal that will give them the lead. This is a big game here for the Wildcats. You know, that ASU game against the D1 program, certainly a test of resilience, an absolute battle. You know, you come out of that building seeing what NCAA D1 hockey is capable of. But in this conference in the ACHA, the Wildcats are a top quality team. And this is the type of situation where teams prove that they are in that elite tier when they can come out in a tied game in the third on home ice against an opponent that's been on a tough losing streak. And they want to close this one out here tonight, get these fans a win, and get set up for a possible sweep tomorrow. So we're getting ready to drop the puck here. Looks like a little bit of a switch up in the lines with Josephson coming up to the top line to center Swiger and Lowell. So Chad Berman trying to get a spark through a couple little line juggles here as Chioka, he'll dump it into the corner. GCU quickly out, back to Dent. So on the far boards, Dent looking for the outlet. That one gets tipped up right in on Sepinen, so he had to be alert to that one. So the 2 goals for the Wildcats coming from Lowell and Chioka. Dangerous play there to go straight up the middle, but luckily for the Wildcats, it works out just fine. Busby back with it again. Chioka. Swiger. Josephson. Swiger skates onto it, dumps it in. Landmanis is going to go back to get it. He finds the outlet, which is right into the fans. So Landmanis tosses someone a souvenir there, trying to get the puck out of the zone. So we'll see what line comes out here, what combination. Going to make sure that we see Brody Selman on the bench as this line of Williams, Shetland, and Walker stays together. So Josephson up on that top line where Selman was. We'll see if he returns. Can't quite tell if he's on the bench at the moment. But this second line had some great opportunities towards the end of that second period as Shetland and Williams and Walker almost set up some beautiful plays. But Morgan, goalie for GCU, was up to the task. So the Wildcats here having some trouble entering the zone cleanly as Landmanis will skate it out, gets over to Cummings. He tries to get it deep, but the ref is in the way there along the board. Sepinen knocks it down for Walker. Good forecheck here by Lewis, not allowing the U of A any time and space, and they'll just have to be satisfied with a chip out. This one's all the way in on Morgan. He'll cover that one up. So the Wildcats will get an offensive zone draw here. Brody Selman out on the ice, so good to see that wasn't an injury-related lineup change. Just a little bit of shuffling, trying to get the energy going, get an offensive spark. So Rossi with Selman and Myers, Overland and Hodgson on the back end. And like I said, I think it's just a matter of time for Brody Selman this season. He's such a dedicated player with so much skill that the fact he hasn't gotten one yet is surprising, and that's going to change at some point. Selman just couldn't quite skate onto that. GCU, bit of a scramble, but they're able to get it out. Oakland now, who got the second tying goal for GCU. A good recipient there of Sepinen, just tried to glove it along the boards, came right back out to Oakland. So now Trister gets it over there to Lewis. GCU just one-handing it out of the zone. Overland holds it in and dumps it back as Uckel has to go for it. Morgan covers that up. And they did not like the contact with the goalie, but Trister just goes and gets his hands up. And Selman is down. So Selman maybe just made a little bit too much contact with Morgan for Trister's liking, but got the hands up high. We'll have to see here what the refs decide to sort out. That was not a very pretty looking play. I guess it's going to stay 5-on-5 here, it's looking like. So, nope, it certainly will not remain 5-on-5. As number 2, Trishler, goes to the box as he got far too retaliatory on Selman. And we'll see how this evens out. And the curse of being the solo commentator is the refs' conferences and decision making, because I could be rambling here for 30 seconds or 3 minutes. I'm hoping for everyone's sake on the broadcast it's closer to the former. So the refs here going to have to sort this out, see exactly what the penalties will be. Based off of a lengthy discussion, I'm guessing it's either more than one guy or longer than 2 minutes. So pretty quick little conference here from the refs. We should get the call in not too long. So the face-off does come down into the GCU zone. So the GCU coach getting an explanation from the referee. So it will be just a 2-minute penalty, it looks like here on Trischer. But so actually matching penalties, impossible to decipher the riddle. That's why I should keep my mouth shut until the refs make their call. So 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes here after a bit of a scrum. We'll see if that injects any different type of life into the game. But now a huge burst of speed there. GCU over the blue line looking to make use of that extra space 4-on-4. But it's Shetland who comes away with it. Shetland over to Williams. Williams couldn't handle it, but that's going to come in on Morgan. He'll feed it over to Spring. Laminis for GCU, I think, has been by far the most noticeable player so far tonight, as he's had a good game. Hodgson not able to knock that one down. Schwitz tries to go middle. Overland reads it. Now the Wildcats will look to get speed going back the other way. Williams, Overland going middle. Jared Overland, quick shot. That one just misses. Shetland and Overland trying to go to work behind the net. Spring not able to beat out Overland, as Overland just satisfied to get it back there, get some fresh forwards on the ice. Chioka out there on the back end. So it'll be Myers coming over the boards with Swiger here. Myers will try to wind it up, gets past one man. Myers going far down the boards, gets past two, couldn't quite wrap it around. Myers waits for things to settle down a little bit. Swiger on his off wing. Busby not able to skate onto the drop pass. So Busby almost had a great opportunity, but just couldn't quite connect. Line change here, that's a bit iffy for the Wildcats. Way too much time and space there for Uckel. But luckily a good defensive play one-on-one breaks that up. 16-14 left to go in the third period. Wildcats all tied up at 2. Now Swiger goes middle, tries to go backdoor to Malco. Malco fans on the puck, can't get it back to the point. Now Chioka will have to defend. Good job reading that play. Circles away and gets some space. The call from the bench is wheel, wheel, wheel. Chioka trying to go middle, but Malco tied up all the way by Laminis. So both players are out of the box. Back to 5-on-5. So Wildcats here, almost a tip play backdoor. So a dangerous opportunity there for number 15, Tubacol. And now Sandoval tries to get down the wing. He took a hard hit along the boards there by Laminis. So GCU breaking over the red line. Laminis with it, drops it back. They try to go middle. Sandoval finds it first. He tries the little touch pass. Maybe a bit too cute in a scary area, but it works out just fine. Now Fisher trying to feed it up the wing. Cummings cuts it off. Now GCU with some space. Schmitz tries to get it middle. And now Sandoval just hoping to get a full line change out of that effort. Josephson does a good job crashing the boards. Now a chance. Swiger shot, saved by Morgan. That one popped way up in the air. So Swiger with a good opportunity. He tries to wheel and gets there first. They go middle, but no one was ready for the pass as Lowell puts a hard hit into his man. So Josephson did a good job coming down the boards, creates an opportunity. Swiger with a shot, just goes high. 14:38 left to go. So Josephson in to take the face-off. Swiger and Lowell caused an overland on the back end. Josephson with a good hit there, but it wraps around for GCU, and they're going to try to just dump it in and get a line change out of that. Quick pass up to Lowell. He just taps it into the zone. Morgan plays it into the corner. Good job there by Morgan to get enough on it. And Dylan Walker, if he would have had that steal, he'd be in all alone. Jesse Lowell with another huge hit along the boards, playing his trademark style. He's already got one goal tonight. Now Williams, can he go one-on-one? Williams with Lambinis. Williams stops up, but good support there from Potak. But now a nice move through the middle here. GCU, quick chance. Sepinen has to be aware to that. Really the first time he's been tested this period with 13:46 left to go. The Wildcats here really want to get this go-ahead goal. Get that confidence back. Shetland to Williams to Walker. Walker in, shoots, scores! Dylan Walker with the signature Selly and the snipe. And that trio goes to work and scores a huge goal for the Wildcats. Shetland and Williams create the space. Walker finds the soft spot. And what a shot over the shoulder of Morgan. His glove has been good tonight, but it's not good enough to stop Dylan Walker. So Shetland, Williams, and Walker, a great shift by that line when the Wildcats truly needed it. And what a shot by Dylan Walker, who continues to find his confidence and chemistry with Shetland and Williams. A little bit of jousting here on the face-off. 3-2 Wildcats with 13:35 left to go in the third. This should be an exciting finish here, folks. So Brody Selman absolutely getting into it with what looked like number 18, Nylon. Penalty was called and play was blown dead. So Selman's going to the box. Didn't see what happened there behind the play. Selman and Nylon were jousting at the face-off dot. And it boiled over into this. So just as the Wildcats get the momentum and get the go-ahead goal, Selman heads to the box, and we'll see if this is going to be a power play for GCU or if it's going to be matching it again. So as the refs confer, I'm going to take a drink of my tea. Be back in 1 second. After Jesse Lowell conferred with the refs, it is going to be only Selman going. So guessing Selman was the retaliator there in the eyes of the ref, and the guy who retaliates is always going to be the one to go. So Wildcats here with a huge penalty kill right after they reestablish the lead. GCU tied up this game on the power play, and they're going to look to do it again. The Wildcats penalty kill has to come through here, but Selman, one of those penalty killers, he's in the box. So GCU trying to work it out to the middle, nowhere to go on the outside. 5-man tussle in the corner. Good battle there between Shively and Lambinis. GCU comes away with it. GCU really worked it around the point a lot. Wildcats want to get in and take those shot lanes. Quick shot by Cummings. That one barely missed there. Wildcats want to start getting in some lanes and blocking some shots as Josephson just can't force it out of the zone. Now Laminis with it again, looking for that backdoor tip, and it was there for him. Sepinen is down and out, and it's another tip-in goal out in front. So GCU just goes to work on their power play and just shots from the point, folks. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to get through the net. So Cummings down in front, posted up as Sepinen was down and out, but Laminis again, number 9 for GCU from the point. Just taking shots and too many lanes available for GCU to just continually pepper Sepinen. And again, another redirect out in front. Wildcats maybe just not doing a good enough job clearing out the front of that net and challenging guys at the point. So just as all that momentum was built up by the Wildcats, GCU seizes it right back. And they tie it yet again on the power play. Now a 2-on-1 across the line for GCU. They feeding out in front. Oakland just couldn't tip it in. So the Wildcats here, this is a character test. I mean, you get all that momentum. You feel like, okay, we finally have a lead, and just a consequential penalty that wasn't even during play, really. And GCU just so opportunistic on their power play. We're looking at the stat sheet before the game. You would have said their power play was probably one of the weakest parts of their game. Clicking at 7% coming in, and they're clicking at 100% tonight. So that's either a compliment to the GCU power play or a condemnation of the U of A penalty kill. This one just frozen up against the board, so the Wildcats have to get back to work here yet again and make sure they stay out of the box. Obviously, GCU's power play is a problem for the U of A. So if GCU tries to rile them up and get in their face, they have to stay calm and collected here, because going to the box has been a dagger for the Wildcats so far tonight. So offensive zone face-off for GCU. The Wildcats look to get some momentum of their own back now that GCU seemingly has all of it. Laminis just throws another quick shot from the point. Sepinen did a good job to fight it off. Now Lowell, he feeds it middle to Swiger. He tries to cut through 2 men. Can't get through as he was absolutely bodied. So GCU, no problem taking the body to take away space. Chioka racing back to get it, gets there first, cuts around the back of the net, but it's broken up by GCU. Cummings out in front, feeds twice. And that's a great job there to clear it away from danger. So the Wildcats here having a little bit of maybe self-doubt, or just GCU giving them fits at the moment. 10:52 left to go in the third period. Wildcats trying to change on the fly, get the fresh legs out there. 10:40 left to go in the period as the Wildcats finally decide to wind it up. They look for Shetland. Oh, he almost got it. Just a tiny bit offsides. You could see what they were trying to go there. He would have been in all alone if he could have just taken that puck kind of with him with the body into the zone, but play blown down at the blue line. So that puck will be dropped at center ice here. Shetland in to take the face-off against Nylon. Shetland able to win that one. So the line that got the Wildcats the lead the last time they were out there is going to try to do it once again. Now Shetland in with speed, tries to go wide, just can't get the shot off. But Shetland trying to win possession down low. GCU, though, escapes the pressure and gets it out. So now Sepinen out to play it. Can't get quite enough on it, but Walker in support. He tries to hold on to it for just a second too long. GCU with possession, but a good job there to knock it off the boards. Maybe they can get Williams going. Williams tries to pass it to Walker, and GCU read that and sealed it off. 9:44 left to go as Olsen carries it over the line. Now maybe a chance here. Quick shot on net. Sepinen has to find that one in the traffic as Olsen and Husby get in there. So the Wildcats, their power play, not able to convert so far in this game. And GCU's power play with 2 goals here tonight have really kept them right in this matchup. So an important 9:37 of hockey here for the Wildcats. An important 9:37 for GCU too, considering the losing streak they've been on. Now the Wildcats look to break it out. Nice little self-pass there by Myers. He'll get in there first. 3 guys behind the net for the Wildcats. Look to work it down low to Myers again. Myers tries to go middle, finds some space. Sam Myers in all alone, shoots, and Morgan barely got a blocker on that. What a great job by Myers with the patience to set up that opportunity. And now maybe, oh, that would have been an absolutely solo breakaway for Tabokal there. So Tabokal not able to skate onto that one. And the Wildcats almost give up a breakaway, but Sam Myers created an incredible opportunity for himself. Just could not quite finish it. The Wildcats will set up here once again. They go up the middle, nice little pass there to Sandoval. Sandoval over the line, tries to get one away. Guarded there by Trichter. So Sandoval at least gets a puck on Morgan to get the offensive zone face-off. So some mixed results here for the Wildcats. Some spurts of dominance, but GCU has gone back and forth with the Wildcats so far in this game. Ryan Malco able to win the face-off here. Busby with a quick shot from the point. That bounces wide. But shots have got to be #1 priority for the Wildcats here. Busby throws it down low. It goes around the boards. Malco trying to get there first. He's pinned in, looking for some support. Sandoval gets taken down along the boards. Wildcats still trying to hold possession. And that's going to be a penalty there. Cross-checking on number 4. Number 44, my apologies. That'll be Hunter Schmitz going to the box. And the Wildcats, whose power play has not come through so far tonight, no more important time than right now. 8:07 to go, tie game in the 3rd period. You've got the skill, you've got the talent. This power play has to start becoming a weapon for the Wildcats. Swiger ties up the face-off, but Spring is able to get there first. Wildcats trying to keep it in, and they do. Now, chance for Chioka. Over to Chioka, shot saved by Morgan. So a good chance there for Nicholas Chioka, who already has 1 tonight. So only 12 seconds into the power play, the Wildcats get a dangerous chance. So desperation here has to be the key word. There's so much talent out there in this group of 5. That power play, you just want to be able to roll out there and know it's going to get you a goal when you really need it. So who can the hero be in this group? As the 2 face-off men decide to not be as ruly as they need to be. Williams, good job there to get it back to Chioka. Chioka, quick shot, and Williams scores! Nicholas Chioka with a great seeing eye pass, and Brendan Williams out in front buries it 5-hole. So Brendan Williams coming to life there. Great job by Swiger to win the faceoff to Williams. He goes back to Chioka, and I'm not sure if that's a set play there, but Brendan Williams goes straight to the net. Great deflection out in front. And the Wildcats finally convert on their power play. 4-3 Wildcats. Brendan Williams, a very emotional player. You saw him blow a little kiss to the goalie there. After the goal, I think he got a little talking to by the ref. But either way, Brendan Williams, just a guy who loves scoring goals.
Scored by number 8, Brendan Williams. Assistant number 18, Jesse Lowell, and number 7, Nicholas Chioka. Time of the goal, 12 minutes and 10 seconds in the third period.
So Chioka with an assist to go with his goal. Brendan Williams gets one tonight. Dylan Walker and Lowell with the others. So the Wildcats now want to hold on to this momentum. They were not able to when they got the go-ahead goal last time. Now it's so important to make sure GCU feels like they have no way back into this game. And Laminis not able to hold it at the blue line. Shot in there. Sepinen slows it down. Fisher wraps it around the boards. Gonna have to see, it looks like an offsides call here. After the result of, after what happened after the last time the Wildcats went ahead, my heart jumped there for a second, hoping not to see the ref's arms up in the air. Luckily that was not the case. So puck will just come outside the U of A zone. 4-3 here on a go-ahead goal and a beauty from Brendan Williams. So now Laminis, GCU with 6 minutes and 50 seconds to try to tie this up. Oakland with a good solo effort. Too many Wildcat sticks though as Hunter Hodgson broke that one up. Now Overland, he was in a tricky situation there, but no panic in his game as this one gets up to Rossi with some space. Now a chance here for Myers. He shoots. That one never gets through, but hit a GCU player out in front. Oakland, he's slow to get up. So Oakland, or sorry, I believe that was Tabacol sacrificing the body to keep GCU in this game. Now Rossi, he tries to go middle to Myers, but just too much mustard on the pass. So now Rossi with it again. He's all alone, but feeds middle. Good job there. Malco, he tries to get the shot away, but Trister blocks it up high. Now the Wildcats, maybe a bit of a grindy shift in the GCU end could go a long way to finishing off this game. 5:55 left to go. Good hit by Rossi there. Malco pins in his man, not making life easy on GCU now. Spring able to get it out enough. Good job there. Husby didn't quite know what to do with it. Came down. Puck came right back to him, and he stuck with it, so kudos to him. Might have been indecisive, but all worked out in the end. Now back to Husby. He takes a hit from Malco. And discipline is going to be a big word, too, for the Wildcats here with almost 5.5 left to go. As when GCU has gotten on the power play, they have been deadly so far. And my God, I hope I did not just jinx things. So now Fisher does a good job working with his D partner to set up a little bit of time and space. And with the lead, the Wildcats more than willing to just drain the clock a little bit here. Chioka looking for the quick off. They bounce it off the boards. Josephson almost able to get to his own self pass. Good support by Swiger as the U of A chants begin in the building. Now Jesse Lowell trying to muscle his way through. Jesse Lowell, beautiful little move, gets around a man and almost gets a backhand shot on net, but now Laminis, who has been in a freight train, a big player with a lot of speed, but he gets absolutely ridden into the boards by Lowell. Laminis holds onto his stick for a minute, but he's gonna go for a change. Jesse Lowell is throwing a couple massive hits as usual, but now Spring working out at the point. GCU holds, waits, they go back door, and they might have had Sepinen down and out, but the pass doesn't connect. Shot there through traffic. Wildcats scrambling on this shift. They need to get this puck out of the zone. Now Trister gets it across to Spring. He does a great job dancing through, and I believe that was Swiger out in front who tied up the stick of Peterson, so he didn't have a wide open net, but these are some tired Wildcats right now. They need a stoppage of play. Great block there, and that's how you get it. Tristan Swiger, the hero. What a committed player. It is fun to watch this kid play hockey. So Tristan Swiger stepping up, but the Wildcats let it right back into the zone. Oakland, hard bounce off the board. Sepinen's got to be aware of that. A little bit of Keystone Cops there. GCU threw a pretty good hit on their own player, but now Oakland with it. Nice little pass to Laminis. What a diving play there by Dylan Walker. What a defensive effort. Now Tyler Shetland tries to go wide on Oakland. Gets some space down to Rossi. They get it to Walker. Walker tries to dump it around for Rossi to get back to it. Just not able to. But the Wildcats not giving GCU a lot of options out of their own zone. 2:54 left to go. You want to lock this game down, keep pushing for offense, but do it responsibly. So the Wildcats here, Walker tries to feed Ziegler, and unfortunately that one doesn't connect and goes all the way down the ice for an icing. So with 2:40 left to go, Wildcats holding on to a 1-goal lead with the go-ahead goal coming from Brendan Williams. Wildcat fans, always happy to have you on the broadcast. It'd be even better to have you here in person if you can make it. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. puck drop back against GCU. And then November 3rd and 4th, both days, puck drop at 1 p.m. Oklahoma comes to town. And what should be a great matchup is Oklahoma has had a great start to their ACHA season. Wildcats hoping to continue the same trend as we get a timeout here. Be back with you in just a second. So as the Wildcats here take a timeout, settle things down a little bit, know your defensive responsibilities. And to be honest, as long as GCU doesn't end up on the power play, I think the Wildcats will be okay. 5-on-5, they have certainly been better in terms of puck possession, scoring opportunities. And they finally get the power play to click on their final opportunity that gave them the 4-3 go-ahead lead from Brendan Williams, coming from a great shot from Nicholas Chioka, looking for Williams' stick the whole way there. And he finds it. So Chioka with a great opening goal on the wrist shot, and then uses that wrist shot yet again to set up Williams. So now Busby, he'll wrap it around the boards. Lowell braces for the hit. The Wildcats will dump this to center ice. Goal is pulled for GCU. So played with a high stick, but an empty net here. 2:27 left to go in the period with an empty net. And because it was played with a high stick by GCU in their own end, they'll have to get Morgan back out there into the net. Get that extra attacker off the ice, but aggressive play there by GCU with 2:27 to just pull the goalie right away. There is no reason that GCU should not feel like they've played a competitive game here and are still in this. Certainly looking at GCU's record coming into this game, it might have not seemed that way, but they have played hard tonight, and the Wildcats have been able to stick with them and capitalize when they needed to, but still 2:17 here left to play. Some shut down to be done. Morgan out to the bench, but this play will come back into the GCU zone. Now Myers getting in there, causing problems for Oakland. And this could work out great for the Wildcats in terms of the forecheck. Good to see Myers, but now possibly a chance here for Schweitz. They get it across. Cummings looking for the blind screenshot. And that one goes wide, but these pucks going wide. Those boards are dangerous. They try to go back to Cummings. They pull it off the boards, try to get the shot on net. Everything's going to be on goal here for GCU with 1:36 left to go. Cummings with some time and space. He looks to go to the middle. Stick gets knocked out of the hands of Fisher, and the GCU players are going to push that all the way down to the corner. Fisher's going to wait to go retrieve it if he can. A great block there by Connor Ziegler. Can this one go in? And it just hits the post. No justice for Ziegler. Another game where he comes up with a huge block and the puck goes all the way down the ice and just barely misses. So Connor Ziegler, who is just such a warrior in terms of getting in front of pucks, no fear in his game. And he almost ices this one, but somehow that puck just bobbles and trickles wide to hit the post. So now Shetland in to take the face-off with 1:15 left. Possession is everything here with the net pulled. Shetland does a great job to win it. Now the Wildcats, can they get it out of the zone with enough time to get a shot? But GCU seals down everything. Husby did a great job there. And now a quick shot from Laminis doesn't get through anyone. Sepinen goes for a tumble as he's trying to scramble in the crease back to his feet. Now they work it back to the point. They look for Laminis, back to him again. He just bounces it off the boards, trying to get something out in front. It almost works. Quick, hard shot there, and Sepinen seals off the angle. So a great job there by Nicholas Sepinen. He's going to get a pat from Ari Rossi as he comes out to shut down the angle on the hard one-timer. So I'm guessing it's going to be GCU taking the timeout next as they look to draw up a play to try to get a tying goal here. So the goals tonight coming from Chioka, Lowell, Walker, and Williams. 4-3 here, Wildcats back at it tomorrow, 1 p.m., quick turnaround time. It's great to see so many of the Tucson faithful out here. If you do know any students at the U of A, if you are a student, we would love to have you come be a part of our Wildcat hockey family. Certainly one of the most electrifying U of A sports experiences on campus. And this team is looking to only go up in trajectory over the years, as of course every program is, but the U of A taking some very concrete steps to get there. An incredible recruiting class this season, bringing in some top tier talent from places like the NAHL and the BCHL. The new arena coming in the future for the Wildcats. Women's Wildcat hockey starting next season. There's a lot to look forward to in terms of Wildcat hockey. But let's finish up these 45 seconds before we start worrying too much about the future. GCU wins the faceoff. Nice little play there by Ziegler. Can Lowell get to it first? He does. Lowell, can he ice it here? And it's in! Jesse Lowell fights through everyone and lets GCU score themselves. But the captain, Jesse Lowell, the effort, the determination, the speed, the skill, the strength. This kid just does it all. What more could you ask for from a captain? I know I say that every single game, but Jesse Lowell never fails to deliver. He's thrown a couple monstrous hits tonight that'll probably leave GCU with some ice packs tomorrow. His second goal of the night, and there is nothing pretty about that one. He just fights and fights and fights all the way through.
Scored by number 18, Jesse Lowell. Assist goes to number 6, Ryan Fisher. Time of the goal, 19:26 in the third period. Again, Wildcats goal scored by number 18, Jesse Lowell. Assisted by number 6, Ryan Fisher. Time of the goal, 19:26.
So an incredible finish here for the Wildcats. They needed something gutsy. They needed something effort related to make them feel good about themselves. And Jesse Lowell says, "Don't worry, boys, I got you." So Nicholas Sepinen with a great game here tonight. Jesse Lowell with 2, Dylan Walker, Brendan Williams, and Nicholas Chioka with the others. A fantastic effort here and a chance to set up the weekend sweep tomorrow. Thank you for joining us for another edition of Wildcat Hockey. This is Sebastian Janik, and we'll be back with you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. This is Wildcat Hockey.